wisdom, joy, and compassion. They are my basic tools to return to normal life, to leave this cocoon. I am a clinical psychologist. I am here to help you with anxiety, trauma, and depression. And this week is the last week of our journey of being at home with the Stay Home Fellowship. So stay with us because we are going to talk about these elements very needed to go out safely. Here we go. Living in harmony is possible if you know your emotions and how to handle them. I am Dr. Carmen Roman, and I will share with you the current psychology by myself or by interviewing experts who will inspire you. Learn how to live a life of fullness and how to recover your emotional harmony. Welcome to Emotions in Harmony. Welcome to this episode. This episode is the number 7 of this series of Stay Home, and we call it the Stay Home Fellowship. In Spanish is the Fellowship of Hope. It has been a journey. We went like 9 to 10 weeks at home, but we put everything together in 7 episodes. Vince, my husband, which was one of the big winnings for me during this process, has jumped into the podcast. How are you, my dear?
Very good. I haven't really jumped in. I'm just kind of, riding the sidecar.
Oh, okay. Yes. So we are going to talk to you about this week 7, and I call it Living the Cocoon because this is how it feels. It feels like we have been inside, protected. Remember, protected and inside is a privilege. Not all of you were able to. I know. So we were inside, protected, witnessing how this coronavirus evolves. And I hope you are okay. I hope your family members are okay. And it has been hard. I know you or somebody you know, at least somebody you know, got the coronavirus because it was a big number of people contaminated.
Yeah, I can't remember the numbers here. It's huge. Hundreds of thousands in the U.S. alone.
Yeah, last week, couple days ago, you told me 100,000 deaths.
100,000 deaths in the United States.
Only in the United States.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking about traveling to Mexico. We decided not to.
Right. We don't know when we'll be able to.
Yeah. So my entire family is there, and we don't know when because they are still in the middle of the pandemic.
Yeah, it's probably worse there right now.
Yeah. It has been really a journey. And remember, during these weeks, 9 or 10 weeks, immediately in the Emotions in Harmony, we put together everything to host a group. We did 3, sometimes 2 sessions per week in a psychoeducational group to help people to pass better this coronavirus. Between 18 women signed up and one guy that came with us the last month. And we did amazing. Actually, it's in Spanish. The group was only in Spanish. And the community, we call it the community of the Fellowship of Hope. And all this fellowship came up because my dear husband was suggesting that we watch the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbits and all of this. We took this quarantine to binge watching the Lord of the Rings.
And it inadvertently helped.
I just enjoyed it. And it was enjoyable for me to watch the Lord of the Rings in English.
Oh, that's right. You saw it in Spanish before.
Yes. Remember, guys, I have a little more than 10 years in this country. So a lot of things are new for me in English, including a lot of things in this culture. So these 10 weeks or 9 weeks had been amazing. I am extremely grateful because we actually probably gained your company in this process because our listenership grew up like 4 to 5 times during these weeks.
Wow, that's amazing. So
that's amazing.
Hopefully people stay. There's a lot more to learn too.
We want you to stay. If you are new and you came because of this stress, because of the coronavirus and because this stress of the pandemic and being at home and all of this, I want you to consider to stay because we are fun.
True.
We are fun and we are a wonderful small nonprofit. And all we do is created content. Well, that's not true all we do because I have a full-time psychotherapy. Yeah. And the psychotherapy brings the earnings to the nonprofit. So this is what we do. We create content. Is myself and my husband helps a lot for me to be sitting here and producing besides being in the microphone today. And we are like 5 people, freelancers from Latino countries helping me. They are amazing. Now one of them is full time. So this is us. You can go in the website and check who we are and check who is our amazing board members and everything. And we produce every week. We have been producing for 3 years. And I'm so glad 4 out of 5 out there has just discovered us.
Right. And it's not just podcasts, you're on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, you name it. Insight Timer.
In Insight Timer, if you like to meditate, go and look Carmen Roman, and I have a couple meditations there. And we were selected actually last week as the staff pick in Insight Timer.
That's right. That was a nice surprise.
That was a nice surprise. Very nice. Thank you, Insight Timer. And last year we were selected by Apple. If you go, probably we are still there. I don't know. I haven't checked. But if you go and check the Spanish speaking list or the editors pick for Spanish, and we were there for a long time in the first 5 places. And it was very nice. So let me know if you see me there. Or probably we are now in the place number 8 or something like that. We are not producing in this podcast in Spanish anymore. We are producing a separate podcast called Harmonia Emocional. So let's talk about the returning after the COVID. What do you need? Are you prepared to go back? Do we want to go back? I am myself pretty comfy. What do you think, my dear?
I think a lot of people are ready to go back, but as long as they take discretion first, because the world isn't ready for everyone to go back.
Yes, that's true. So we are officially starting next week, ready to go. Yeah, officially we are not at home anymore.
No, I think we're still at home.
Oh, really? How long?
We don't know yet. Businesses are slowly reopening and they're letting up on some of the restrictions, but it's still not done yet. It's phase 2 maybe?
I was doing this episode because I thought that we were ready to go. No?
Not quite. It's going to be a very slow, gradual thing anyway. So
I know, it's not black and white.
Yeah, there won't be a done date. This is going to be a done span of months.
Yes, that's true. Well, if you are going out because you need to go back to work and you need to resume your normal life, which is new normal, remember, there is no all normal anymore. You probably feel anxious and stressed because you say, what about the people outside is not taking care of themselves, which some of them not? What about if they are not using the mask or they will not do social distancing? And we are going to put you with some tools today. Yeah. First of all, you are going to learn how to say no and stay away, please, and keep your social distance and everything. There is an episode about how to say no in this podcast, in the YouTube, and Inside Timer. There is an whole episode about how to say no assertively, how to be assertive in saying no.
Right. And it's going to be very important. More holidays coming up.
Mm-hmm.
Some people did dumb things on Memorial Day and didn't distance and are probably going to be paying a price soon. And there's a 4th of July is not far from now, so in the US. True. So that's going to be one to be very careful.
We have the 4th of July.
Mm-hmm.
Please consider doing social distancing and celebrating with your family members only the 4th of July.
Good thinking.
Yeah, please consider there is no extra precautions here. Whatever caution is appreciated. If you consider to stay home, to be social distance as much as you can, everybody will go. The people that really need to go out because they need to work, they will have more space. So we are cooperating with them.
Good point.
My clients, let's say 80 or 90% of the clients, we move into telemedicine, into video conferencing therapy, and they are okay. I think we are going to continue like that for now.
Good. That's smart too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We are okay, everybody's okay. So we found new ways. Actually, I found out that it's better for me to have them in video and see the entire face than have them in the room and see with the mask, because I will miss half of the information.
I hadn't thought of that.
I thought about that because, like, how I am going to read their face if they have the mask and they have my mask.
Right.
Yeah, so they also will not see me. But in Facebook, actually, or I mean in Zoom or in Google Meet or whatever, I see them fully. Their face is very clear there.
That's a nice side effect.
Yes. And I am loving it. I am loving the telemedicine. So let's say no to events, as being said. Let's say no to, especially in holidays. And let's make play dates, video play dates with children. That was not my idea. That was from one of the women of the group. One of them asked, what I do with my child is getting very anxious and is getting even afraid to go out. And the other suggested that they do play dates, Zoom or video conferencing play dates with your children.
Oh, that's another clever one I hadn't thought of.
I hadn't thought about it, or it didn't occur to me, but it seemed so simple and so useful.
I mean, we've done Zoom things with family members, just talking. It was perfect for kids.
Yes, we have been doing all of these couple of weeks, Zoom with family members, with friends, etc. And we have been very regular about it. Think about it, the children can do that too.
Right, and they'll have more fun.
Of
They'll
course.
be very clever at it. And they'll get in trouble.
I don't know if they will stay in the square of the...
No way.
No way. But it's a good idea. And let's put together your family and have a conversation about how you are going to do this, about this going back. It's important when you put together your family that you don't have distractions, no cell phones, no computers, no anything, just the family, to make a plan. This is important. Make a plan together. Because why together? One, if you are the father or the mother, you don't need to figure out alone. Yeah, you don't need to carry that decision only in your shoulders. You can creatively put together your family and talk about it, and you will be surprised how much children have answers to. And it's confusing because some of the parents, where I am listening in the groups, some of the parents are going back to work, but the children are not going back to school.
Oh, right. And when they do go back to school, we don't know what form it's going to take.
That's true.
Smaller classrooms maybe, or spaced out, or some online work at home. We don't know.
We don't know, but it's a problem if, as a parent, you need to go to work and it's out of your home, and now your child needs to stay at home.
And so, I know some childcare facilities are opening too. So
yeah, so it is challenging, and I hear you. I hear you. It's going to require some reorganization. Reorganize the family and focus on the practical things. Focus on solutions. This is not a time to recriminate each other, to argue with each other. This is the time to work together as a team and say how we can do that. Yeah. Another thing is, because we are talking about wisdom, yeah, one of the tools that we want you is wisdom. And listen to this. Wisdom comes from the combination of your intellectual knowledge and your body knowledge. It's a combination. It's neither of them. It's a combination. And of course, your body pick up so much information. So that wisdom is accessible when you quiet your mind. I know, meditation. Carmen always talks about meditation, but this is because I believe in meditation. Quiet your mind by painting, by going for a walk without listening anything, by having a cup of coffee, just relaxing, a cup of tea, in very relaxed way, by taking a shower slowly and enjoying it. Yeah, so collect your wisdom. Get to reflect about what happened these 6 or 7 or whatever weeks you were at home. What happened? Actually, if you are not driving and if you are in a good, safe place, now you can close your eyes for a couple minutes. Get to breathe from your nose until your stomach. And imagine in front of you a screen, a big, beautiful screen. And in that screen, you have the control in your hand, and you can control the color and the sound and the volume. Go through that, play like a movie. The first time you learn about this virus, the difficulties, the fear, the panic, the confusion that was at the beginning. Just breathe. And then as you move on, how slowly you were adapting to the situation. You start being confined, separated from your friends and other family members. Also discovering new ways. And you are able to see in that movie all the tools, the knowledge, the new habits, the new you that has been flourishing, all the ideas that you came up with, everything that you learned from your community and the miracles that happened. And then, slowly, when you collect that information, you can breathe deeply until your stomach and slowly open your eyes. There is hope because you were able to go through this and you learned something. You are also going to be able to go through this new phase of going out, start probably doing some shopping, start probably going visit other friends or family members, start doing normal activities. Remember, in a different way. Everything is going to be different. And that's okay. Everything is going to be different and that's okay. Isn't that fun?
Hope so. I mean, hopefully people can see the silver lining in it.
I think they will. I think they will. You know why? Because it's a decision. And this is the second part of the tools that I am suggesting today. Joy. The secret for joy is gratitude. If you feel grateful, you will be accessing joy. And joy is this willingness to celebrate. Get to celebrate that you can go to the park, that you can go shopping, or you can go, whatever is the new activity you are going to get into, or that you start probably thinking about traveling again, probably thinking about something else. Everything at your own pace. You don't need to push yourself. You don't need to abandon or betray your own feelings. Everything is at your own pace. But if you need to plan, plan with joy, plan with hope, and especially do some plans thinking that you are going to be defending what you think and what you believe, and that's okay. So the next thing is compassion. Compassion. We want to have compassion in our toolbox for us because you know why? Because we are going there outside and we plan. I'm going to wear my mask. I am going to be respectful. I am going to keep social distance. Nobody is going to be near to me. I'm going to be so diligent. And then, boom, you go out and the first person doesn't have a mask, or you forgot about it and you were nearby, or, all of this. And at the end of the day, you are so stressed and I say, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what about if I have the symptoms again? No, come on, just breathe and be compassionate with yourself and say, I did my best. I did the best I could. I really did my best. And tomorrow I'm going to do my best again. Does that work?
Very good.
Yeah, it will work. It will work for you, my dear.
I think so. I mean, people have to define these things themselves, but yeah.
Yeah. You haven't been outside in so long, yeah?
Yeah, we haven't done that much.
No. So you will have these situations. You will encounter these situations. I haven't been outside. I haven't even less than you.
Yeah, I've done this shopping and stuff.
You did a couple shopping and couple trips to the bed and everything.
Right.
Yeah, so we are going to go there and we are going to do ourselves and compassion for other people because they will have different, remember, this is this is a stage. They are in different stage. Some of them, they don't even believe there is a coronavirus. And some of them, they are the opposite. They really want to be extra, extra careful, and they don't even want you to be any way near. So being respectful and compassionate about people in different stages is going to be helpful. What I wish for you is that you have this high frequency energetically, that you keep this high frequency by fostering gratitude, joy, compassion, wisdom, love. These feelings will keep your emotional and spiritual immune system healthy. And this is what we want. If you are healthy emotionally, physically, and spiritually, most likely you are going to pass any challenge. Any challenge. Listen, the problem is not that you get the coronavirus or that your business is getting in bankruptcy or the clients are not coming, or the problem is not the problem. The problem is your attitude toward it. This is the problem. When I work in therapy, trust me, I have worked with people that have the worst situations ever because I specialize in deep trauma. And I have seen people recover and smile once they learn the correct attitude. So, gratefulness, acknowledgement of your emotions. I'm not asking you to mask your emotions. Talking about masking here, yeah. I'm not asking to hide your emotions. No. Oh, no. I'm asking you to acknowledge them, bring them with you, and say, I'm afraid, I am terrified, but that doesn't stop me from doing my what it appears to be a normal life again. So I'm going to tell you some results that I saw in this group. This group, the fellowship, the stay home fellowship, they were with us for almost 10 weeks. And this is the results that I saw. Oh, festival. I am very proud because we were working in one session. Our women came and say, it's so difficult to get through the phone to get this financial help. They were talking about the undocumented help, getting help for the undocumented, yeah, in California. And the phone calls were 30 phone calls per second. We hear from the Catholic Charities, 30 phone calls per second. And people were like 1 hour, 2 hours, and then they lose the connection and again and again and again. And we did our pep talk with them. Yeah, we teach them. I ask them to drink tea, to be nice, to smile, to say thank you when the person responds and whatever. The next 2 days, my dear, 100% of the women got into the system.
Wow, just through persistence and
persistence, attitude, positivism, and we pray for them and everything. We light candles and everything.
Perfect.
Everything that work. Yeah. So in general, these women are more confident. They are confident that they can conquer many other challenges now. They can smile. They even smile together about the situation, and they know it's tough, but they know they are there for each other. Of course, they want to continue to be together. And they are moving into the women's group that I have in Spanish. They are moving, most of them, or all of them so far, and they adopted one guy. So now the I have in Spanish a group of bald women plus one. Because one guy just came, he's so sweet, and the women didn't want to let him behind. So now it's bald women plus one.
Perfect.
They experience and practice new tools to manage stress and anxiety because we work on it, because we were doing yoga together and meditation together, and we talk about painting and creative expression, and we did drumming together. Actually, it was a bunch of noise together, but we call it drumming twice. We did drumming. Imagine a drumming session via Zoom. It was so much fun.
I remember. I hear it from a long ways away.
Yes. It was just me drumming and drumming and drumming in front of the video camera and everybody in their homes, and we just did beautiful noise. It cannot be called drumming, but let's keep it that way. Some learn to harness to use their own power. They learn they have power and they learn to put it together. And some of them, they already have the power. They already put together the power, but now they are more confident in being community leaders. I saw so many beautiful changes in these women. They were willing to take the risk to be with us in very difficult and challenging times. And they are very happy that they did it. And you know what? I am extremely happy that I did it because I learned so much from them. This is getting long, I know. Okay, so this is my recommendations. Go and watch the video about how to say no. It's a video in YouTube or it's an audio in Insight Timer or in this same podcast. Just look for how to say no and it's going to be there.
Is it on, do you have it on the Apple?
In Apple, in Spotify.
Okay.
Everywhere where Emotions in Harmony is going to be this episode about how to say no. And we are going to ask Alejandra, our show notes person, to put the link for you there. Listen about social distance. I think there is an episode about social distance. Do meditations. I have a couple meditations. If you speak Spanish, you will find more meditations. I have a couple in English also. Do some meditations. And if not, if you don't like my meditations, that's okay. Just visit Insight Timer and find 45,000 meditations for free. It's beautiful, beautiful app. Make a family plan. Remember, we talked about the family plan to be in the same page. You don't want to force anybody into being the same stage as you are, but at least to be in the same page as a family. At least to make a plan, agreements, everything. Who is going to come to the house? Who is not going to come to the house? Be respectful of others and be patient with others. Explain as much as possible to children. Trust me, if you take the time to explain to children, actually, if you explain to your pets too. Yeah. Did you see my video that I explained to the cat before going to the bed?
Oh, that one, yeah.
Uh-huh. If you explain, this is going to happen, this is what is, even the babies, explain to the babies, we are going to shopping, I'm going to take you out of the car, we are going into the supermarket, we are going to go back in the car, and you are going to be safe back at home, to the best of my ability. Yeah. So the baby will learn slowly how to trust you. And the pets will learn. Yeah. See the story of the COVID-19. There is a little story in the health organization. It's a story for children.
Oh, it's the World Health Organization?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
the World Health Organization is a story for children, and it's about children being a hero to prevent COVID. It's in English.
Wow, that's great. I've never heard of it.
I never heard of it. It was part of my group, the resources that they share. So we are going to put the link for you in the show notes so you can read that story to your children. Those questions are for you to deepen or to keep thinking about what we talk about today. Do I feel ready? If not, what do I need to feel safe? This is all one question. Do I feel ready? And if not, what do I need to feel safe in order for me to leave this cocoon? The second one is, how can I participate in the family? Or how can I make participatory this family reunion in order for all of us to be in the same page?
Very nice.
This is the end, my dear, of the 7 weeks of the Stay Home Fellowship.
Was it worth it?
Oh, I loved it. And I especially loved that you were here with us.
Well, I try to help.
Well, hopefully I can persuade my lovely husband to create other topics with me. If not, you will be listening from me and from wonderful guests. I have a TED Talk guest. I have a couple TED Talks already guests, but I have a TED Talk guest, Kwame Christian, is coming very soon because I am doing the interview next week. So he already is. If you go back and see one of his episodes, we invited him again. And remember, we are here. We are not going anywhere. We are here. We continue to be with you. We love you, welcome you, and appreciate you. Please show up in the social media, say hello, say, Carmen, this is what I learned from your episode, or this is what I want to do, or this is what inspired me to. Okay?
Muy bien.
Muy bien. Gracias, amigos. Okay, adios. Hasta pronto. Bye for now. And remember, register to the newsletter because you will hear from me different things that I say in the podcast and everywhere. And remember, if you feel anxiety, we have this challenge. Just type emotionsinharmony.org/challenge and you will see the landing page for a free course on anxiety, 7 days on anxiety for free.
Yeah, a lot of people have used it. And it's been pretty popular, so take
Mhm.
advantage.
Yes, take advantage because when I am ready later during the year, I don't know when, we are going to start putting some price on it. But for now, it's for free because it was the coronavirus season.
Very good.
Okay, bye for now. Stay well. We have reached the end of another episode of the podcast Emotions in Harmony. See you the next week. Visit www.emotionsinharmony.org, where you can subscribe, find the notes, and be in direct contact with me. Thanks for listening.